2025 didn't just shake the car industry, it cracked it wide open. Behind the headlines, behind the tweets, behind the PR spin, a quiet collapse is unfolding, and most drivers have no idea how close some of their favorite brands are to disappearing forever. Today, I'm revealing 15 car companies that may not survive past 2026 and the real reasons behind their downfall. Stay with me until the end because the final brand on this list didn't just lose billions, it may take an entire generation of car owners down with it. Let's get into it. Number 17, VinFast. They stormed into the US like David versus Goliath, promising affordable electric SUVs, but a string of quality complaints and a lawsuit over painfully slow charging turned the dream into a nightmare. Owners allege charging that can take almost a day, a literal 24-hour headache. Car scoops. Number 16, Canoo. Cute van designs, big-name pilots, and government buzz. Then, blackout. Canoo filed for Chapter 7, ceasing operations after burning through cash despite big partnerships. When a company with promising prototypes can't build scale, it dies in plain sight. Car and Driver. Number 15, Infiniti. Once an aspirational badge, now a brand hemorrhaging showroom traction. Dealers are quietly converting lots back into Nissan showrooms. A luxury label that can't command profit per unit is a brand management nightmare, and dealers vote with their feet when money's on the line. Number 14, Maserati. Iconic name, fragile balance. 1/4 of bad timing and suddenly the number of cars sold collapses. Maserati's global deliveries dropped dramatically last year, a sign that prestige doesn't immune you from market shifts. Motor1.com. Number 13, Mitsubishi. Sometimes history is a curse. Brands that were pioneers but don't innovate fast enough get cut off. Dealers selling fewer than 2 cars a day and mounting losses aren't market myths. They're the concrete signs of a brand in slow-motion decline. Number 12, Lucid. Here's the tragedy of too good to scale. The Air is a tech and range marvel, but building that craftsmanship costs massive money. Record deliveries can look great on a slide, but if each car widens the loss, investors walk. Lucid's balance sheet tells the story. Beautiful products, brutal unit economics. Number 11, Fisker. The Ocean's headlines were wild, then it all unraveled. Production problems, reliability nightmares, and ultimately bankruptcy. The company folded after repeated attempts to fix fundamentals failed. The lesson? Hype cannot become revenue if the product can't earn repeat trust. Reuters. Number 10, Genesis. Stylish, award-winning, but tariffs can flatten an advantage overnight. A luxury brand priced like a bargain can lose its moat when import costs shoot up. The market will punish a brand that can't defend its value proposition without desperate discounting. Number 9, Rivian. Early evangelical buyers loved the R1s and R1Ts, but then software bugs and recalls eroded brand trust fast. One recall is a fix, many recalls are a stain. Reputation is fragile. For EV startups, trust is the most expensive part of the car. Recent large-scale recalls remind us how quickly public faith can swing. Number 8, Chrysler. The name has survived decades, but survival isn't thriving. Promised EV rollouts delayed, sedans bombed from the lineup, and an identity crisis that leaves consumers asking who is Chrysler for right now? A brand without a clear future is a brand that dealerships quietly deprioritize. Number 7, Alfa Romeo. Romantic in concept, problematic in execution. When your product spends more time in the shop than on the road, customers vote with cash and walk to rivals. The US market has been brutal for the brand, and shrinking showroom feet means shrinking cultural relevance. Number 6, Polestar. Solid cars, shaky stock. Volvo's spin-off flirted with the public markets and ended up exposed. When owners and investors stop believing in the runway, even good engineering isn't enough. Geopolitics and tariffs can rewire which markets matter overnight. Number 5, Buick. A comeback story threatened by macro policy. Tariffs that hit overseas-built models can turn a darling into a discount play. Buick's renaissance could be reversed if costs push pricing into the exact zone where customers choose European prestige instead. Number 4, Dodge. Brand DMA matters, and when you swap muscle car icons for electrified imposters without delivering the emotional payoff, you lose your tribe. Dodge's pivot to EVs looks smart on a roadmap until hardcore fans feel abandoned and sales vanish. Number 3, Jaguar. The old Jaguar closed many doors on itself, halting model lines, pivoting to EVs, and then delaying the launch cadence. The brand's identity fractured and customers left. When your future launch schedule keeps slipping, patience runs out and the balance sheet starts asking hard questions. Number 2, Fiat. Tiny footprint, huge nostalgia. Fiat's US story reads like a slow fade, one model surviving on special interest buyers while the rest of the lineup disappears. If you only sell a few thousand cars, you're not a brand in America, you're a boutique experiment. Without a high-volume, reliable product to anchor distribution, exit is real. And the brand most likely to be in the headlines for the wrong reasons? Number 1, Nissan. Not because they're small, because they were once massive and now face a gaping hole. Nissan warned of a massive net loss, an impairment and restructuring hit that could top roughly $5.3 billion, cutting deep into capital and forcing painful choices. That kind of number rewrites strategy, factories, platforms, and alliances.